about everybody plays cards. If poker's your poison, here comes your nightmare. And tonight is one of the few times he's been allowed inside a casino. Bill Malone.
Yes. Wow, what a crowd. You guys are really good. Excuse me. Oh. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start off. Have you ever heard of a guy named Sam the Bellhop? Did you ever hear Sam the Bellhop? Okay, that's good. He never existed. But if Sam the Bellhop did exist, he would own his own little restaurant right down the street from a place called the 654 Club. Have you ever been in a 654 Club? You don't go out that much, huh? It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll keep your little secret. See, one day, Sam the Bellhop was in his restaurant, and it was kind of slow that night, almost like here. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the two big doors opened up wide, and into the restaurant walked four gentlemen dressed up like kings. So they're sitting there for a little while, and they're having a pretty good time until they call Sam over. They said, "Excuse us, Sam, this is our first time here, and we're kind of lonely. Would you do us a favor? Would you find us some women to help make the time go by?" Sam looked at his watch and said, "Well, it's kind of early, but I'll see what I could do." So the cards were cut. Sir, would you please cut the cards? Thank you, sir. Nobody's ever done it that well. So the cards were cut. Sam took a little walk. He went down 1, 2, 3 blocks, said the best we could do is a couple brunettes and a couple of redheads. They said, "Well, Sam," that's what they said. They said, "Sam, that's great. Where'd you get them?" He said, "Oh, the 654 Club. It's right down the block." They said, "Sam, you're a heck of a guy. Here's a $2 tip for you, Sam, a $2 tip." All of a sudden, they get kind of bored and they feel like having a game of cards. The only problem is they don't have enough card players. They said, "Sam, would you do us a favor? Could you find us some card players?" Sam said, "It's still early, but I'll see what I could do." So the cards were cut again. Mrs. Bobbitt, would you please make the cut? Hope that's not your real name. So the cards were cut, and again, Sam took another walk. 1, 2, 3 more blocks, said the best we could do is 4 guys, but they're all named Jack. They said, "Well, Sam," that's what they said, "Well, Sam, that's great. Where'd you get them?" He said, "Oh, the 654 Club, right down the block." They said, "Sam, you really are a heck of a guy. Here's another $2 tip for you." So now they're in this big poker game. All of a sudden, the Kings run into some bad luck, and they owe the girls some money. The only problem is all they have is a $40 check. They said, "Sam, could you cash the check and get us a couple of 20s? Sam said, "Well, I didn't even have this watch when I came here." I love my job. Sam said, "It's still kind of early, but I'll see what I could do." So the cards were cut once more. Would you please cut the cards? Thanks. God, I like when you do it. She wants me. Can you tell, Mike? So the cards were cut again. Sam took another walk. 1, 2, 3 more blocks. Said the best we could do, we're out of 20s. We had to give you 4 10s. They said, "Well, Sam, that's great. Here's another $2 tip for you." So now they're really starting to like this guy, Sam. They said, "You know what, Sam? You really are a nice guy. You remind us of that magician, Bill Malone." He says, "Oh, thank you. Nobody's that nice, for crying out loud." They said, "Sam, you're kind of a young guy." He said, "Well, kind of." They said, "We guess your age to be, what, about 38? He says, "You're close. I'm 39. They said, "Do you live here at the club?" He says, "Oh, no. I live at 1329 West 8th Street. They said, "Do you gamble?" He says, "I gamble every day down at the 654 Club right down the block." They said, "Do you ever see any good poker hands?" He said, "You wouldn't believe it. The other day, this handsome-looking guy named Michael, he was there. He had 3 7s and a pair of 8s. They said, "Wow, that's a full house. Did he win?" They said, "No, this other guy had 3 aces and a pair of 9s. They said, "Did he win?" They said, "No, Bill Malone, the magician, he had a straight flush." And that's the story of Sam the Bellhop and the 654 Club. Thank you very much. Excuse me.